Well, hello guys. I'm back at again with a review of the Egalt Master Dragon. So, we got a side build, 5 minifigures, and a dragon, all for 70 bucks. Yeah, not the best deal, I know. So first, let's move the minifigures away and take a look at Egalt himself. This guy is pretty substantial, so he's got a hat, one of those vice hats that like Wu has, and he's got a specially molded head that can allow him to have his little beard and mustache, kind of like Wu. And his mouth opens is the same exact piece that's on a lot of dragons, but just recolored to white. This and this are the last two exclusive, sort of like exclusively molded parts. So yeah, so we also got this piece, focus, this piece recolored in black, but anyways, so Egalt has a lot of things going for him. So his wings can like flap and move all sorts of directions, almost like free-flowing wings. His shoulders can move, but this is like one of the only pose you can actually get him in. You can have these extend out or extend in. I like to have them like this. He's got little toes. Let me take the camera. He's got the mech fingers, but for toes. He also got this design, which was on the Boreal dragon, I want to say. He also got some little like fur elements. Right here, that's stickers. The only set that has stickers this wave. He also got a sword on his back and some red detail for saddle. He also got these little white little flaps that you can move around. Articulated tail with a clip at the end. I'll show you what that's for a little bit later. So the tail can only move back and forth, really. It can move up and down, but not really, unless you want to unhinge his tail. These are on ball joints, so they can only have that motion, but you can move them forward and back. And well, you have this sword that's on his back, so a minifigure could hold this, theoretically. What it is, oh, that was an error. But what it is designed for is you being able to have Egalt hold the dragon, and maybe like want to turn his head to the side so he can show you how fierce he is, like, you know? Yeah. These wings are very much reminiscent of the Wu Battle Dragon and Wu Jitsu Flyers. Everyone thinks this guy's Wu, or like Wu and Garmadon, or like the Oni and the dragon combined into one dragon, which I see that, but I raise you, no. Yeah, really wish there was like up and down motion for this guy, because the only up and down motion is in the head, and that's very limited. And these shoulders, these legs cannot bend. Very little articulation now that the SSBC armor is in there, but I still like it. And he has little flags on the end, and a little symbol. I'm guessing that's a symbol for E in jargon. I'm not positive. He's got this sleek like black design that swirls down and swoops back up, and this piece, which I think is really useful, you could theoretically use that piece for like an Iron Spider thing, But this is Ninjago. Let's get back to Ninjago. So, well, yeah. That's basically it for the dragon, unless you want a closer look at the prints and the whole design. He's got little feetsies, which I kind of like this part. It looks pretty cool. And again, you could put like a minifigure on the back of him. I think in most cases, most sets, product pictures, it shows Sora being able to be right here. So yeah, there's Sora on the back of him, kind of looking into his little back, which is not that useful. Yeah, there's not really much to say about this guy, except he's one great model. It's done for the pose. Wow. Like that kind of model. No, not like that kind of model. More fur. So he's a fur dragon. He's a dragon furry? Weird. I'm just kidding. Don't take it the wrong way. He's got these little like fire pieces in white as like fur extending out. I don't know, I think that's kind of weird. And this little rocky terrain also has fur. He's basically just like any dragon, except a lot of dragons recently had the ability to swivel their body like that. Doesn't really. You could, if you wanted to showcase him regularly, you could have him his wings to the side, but to get that is kind of awkward. So yeah, this guy is not really doing it for me. Sorry, Ninjago fans, but this is not my favorite set of the wave. Anyways, let's push him back and take a look at the side build. Now, this side build is not anything too impressive. This hammer is a really cool hammer, and it's like something you'd see on Vaz. And this is this comes in another set, a 4+ set, but this is the Gong of Shadowing, what Vaz uses to command his army. Yeah, pretty cool, right? And then you got this little tree build, nothing too impressive, and this little rock. You can hit the gong, you know. One sec, let me actually get this down a little bit further so you can actually see it. So here's the gong. You can hit the gong. But yeah, nothing really too impressive. Although I love how they fixed this so that it's less prone to breaking. Okay, let me push it even down. Let's just have like the gong shadowing in the back. You know. The first minifigure is okay. All of these except for one is exclusive because this headpiece doesn't come in another set. So I'm counting that as exclusive for now. These minifigures will be available in a Lloyd set or in Max set coming in March, but for right now, they're exclusive. So first, let's take a look at Cinder. I just realized this is my shortest review for the most expensive set. Maybe I should just go into absolute pristine detail But actually, let's not take a look at Cinder right now. Let's take a look at this Gong of Shadowing. I'm gonna take it from another set, but just like pretend I took it from that build. So here it is. Here it is. The Gong of Shadowing. Just focus. Focus on the Gong of Shadowing. The Gong of Shadowing. Now, this thing is a really impressive, detailed shield design printed on a shield. But this thing, holy heck, it's sort of like ruby filled, like a wolf dragon sort of design. Like, holy Jesus. That is amazing. Also, I'd just like to feature that the rice hat actually has a rice hat on top of it. Chef's kiss. But anyways, let's actually take a look at the minifigures. So the first minifigure is this guy, which is Cinder. So Cinder actually has a translucent head, and he has the same body as Jordana. So he actually has a dual-sided smokescreen face, which I think is really cool. And the torso is, I still love this torso. Here's his face point up close. Dude, I'm not trying to focus in on the background. I'm trying to focus in on Cinder's face. Dude, it won't focus on Cinder's face. Oh my god. Just focus. Okay, there. Now it's focus. So Cinder has like this smoke around his face, which is pretty cool. And his face is like surrounded by smoke. I love it. Now, and he uses what would have been the Twitchy Tim hairpiece, or the Lego Batman Joker hairpiece in gray. This torso is fantastic. It's like the most amazing torso I've seen from this wave. But we're about to look at it with Roz's torso. This is just a chef's kiss. So Roz has this hammer build. Nothing too bad, great, but definitely better than his old hammer, because it has the longest shaft. Don't take that out of context. So here he is. He has this like really cool armor piece, which is actually one of the Pirates armor pieces from Skybound, but we colored to be purple. I think it may have been included in the Next Night set. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. He uses the Roz head from the previous wave of Dragons Rising, with the little pinkish detail on top, and his eye bags. Like, I'm an old man, you see? And this is one of a great molded piece. Now let's just take a look at the torso. So he doesn't have arm printing, which is quite sad. Unless it's his sleeves, then not sad. But he has purple hands, and his torso is pretty good. It has the Ouroboros wolf. It's got this like purple like belt strappage, and its giant crest moon on the back is so amazing. I love it. It's so like blue fire or crystal shards. This is just a fantastic minifigure all around. And now we move on to one of the less fantastic minifigures, which is Sora. So obviously we got Dragons Rising Season 1 Sora with this cool little like coral and dark blue dual molded hood piece that fits on this like skull slash armor holster piece, which is pretty cool. But let's take a look at Sora's base model. So Sora's got the same torso, legs, and arms that she's used in Season 1. Nothing too special. Printing on one of the arms is pretty good. Double-sided face, cat face on the back, kind of like a racer design because she races in the Mech Master. But this minifigure is nothing too impressive. Now let's take a look at Lloyd. Actually, Nia. So Nia is pretty good. I think this minifigure, the gold hands really doesn't work. I wish they were gunmetal gray. Although that would be different than the rest of the ninjas, so maybe not. She uses like most of the colors she used, and she actually has the armor piece. This weapon holster, which I don't know why the mechs included. Like, I get the smaller mechs, but the combo mechs, no. So she's got the similar design to the Rising Dragon Strikes, but a new helmet. So you can see she uses the same headpiece she used Dragon Rising Season 1. Here's the dragon powered eyes and the normal eyes. I love these suits with all the like plated detail that looks like dragon scales, and how it looks like chest armor that covers up like gunmetal gray robe almost, which I think is really cool, which I always thought was really cool. Now Zane's and Cole's doesn't really do that, which I'm sad. But for Cole, I get it. But for Zane, I don't know. Now let's take a look at the final minifigure, which is Lloyd, which is exclusive. Doesn't have another variant yet. So he uses dark green legs with this new, which he changes the color of green he uses to bright green, which I think is not too great because you can't really customize this with non-Dragons Rising stuff, because the regular stuff uses dark green. Yeah, here he uses his Dragons Rising Season 1 headpiece with this new molded hood, but in green and the light green and dark green, bright green and dark green. Yeah, ignore talking in the background, it's just annoyances. And these minifigures say their name on the back, which is in Ninjago, which is pretty cool, and they have the lettering for the first initial in their front. Again, same as like Nia's, but green for Lloyd. Now, these minifigures. Oh, I forgot to say, Nia actually comes with a sea-bound hairpiece. Not really sea-bound, but the hairpiece that was introduced in sea-bound, but recolored for the golden legacy suit, which is pretty cool that she features a hairpiece and none of the others. This hairpiece, Lloyd actually has a hairpiece of this exact same kind of like style in the Jay's battle mech, which is pretty cool. So let me get all the minifigures and tell you what I think. Now, this set, one sec, it's like not focused. This set, do I recommend it? Not really. If you're a fan of Ninjago, if you're collecting all the sets, then go ahead. Be my guest. But if you want just like 1 or 2 sets, you can probably pass on this set. I mean, like, it's a cool dragon, don't get me wrong. But out of all the other dragons, not really the best. I mean, it's sort of thin, and it's, the price per part ratio is not good, but you do get currently 4 exclusive minifigures. 1 being not so exclusive, the other 3 being completely exclusive as of now. But you can get these minifigures in a cheaper set, and probably this minifigure in another set, so take it as you wish. But this is one of the only 2 sets that come with a glowing shadowing, so keep that in mind. But anyways, I would say this is a passable set. So that's all for this video. Remember that ninjas never quit. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.